All right, so today working on 92 Lexus sc400. This one's up on jack stands, all four. And what we're actually doing on this one is we are taking out the factory struts and springs. The back ones were starting to leak, so it's getting a little bouncy. And we are converting over to the Mark IV Supra strut and spring assemblies. Now, the reason I went with this over going with a full coilover setup is I do enjoy having decent ride quality. I've had a couple of cars with coilovers, and every time I go over a little bump or potholes, it like I can feel my vertebrae and my spine compressing. So this is a happy median between coilover and stock suspension. You can see that the coil springs are a lot tighter. The spring rating is higher, and you can actually see the body of the strut is actually larger, so it should have more dampening. Now, what these ones are from is a 98 Toyota Supra Mark IV twin turbo. And then this one also has the, let's see if you can see it there, the TRD Eibach Performance Kit. I believe that's an OEM upgrade. We don't need that anyway. So these ones are KYB gas adjust. So it's a brand new strut with the old spring and everything from the Supra. So like I said, you could just see that the dampening versus that is just a whole much bigger setup. So it should hopefully hold the ground better. Now, to go along with this, I also have the steel braided brake lines because, you know, I always say half the fun of going fast is being able to stop when you're done. So that should help us there. I'm also going to be putting the LS400 big brake kit for the front, and this should be pretty interesting. Now, in order to do the front ones, you do need to take the long bolt that's right here out. Kind of a fun thing to do, especially on the other side because the washer fluid reservoir is there, so you will have to remove that as well. On the back here, pretty straightforward. You need a buddy to help, or just like the hands of Hulk. So you're going to be pressing down on the upper control arm to get the extra space you need to be able to pop the bolt out, and then through the back you actually remove the little trunk cover piece here, and then you have direct access to it. Now remember, on these rear ones, they have like a little top hat cover on top of the actual bolts that hold the strut in. So when you take the top hat cover off, don't try to pull on it because there's 3 more bolts that are going to be down there, or 3 more nuts that are going to be down there. So hopefully this will help somebody that is in the process of doing the same conversion. As you can see, the back ones are already in. Those are the ones that are starting to leak. You can see it's juicy.